everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're brand new. I'm very happy that you decided to join me today for another speed build, and they were building something very much different from what I usually do, because we are building a sort of British inspired country home. I'm still not so sure how I'm going to call this, because I don't know if I want to call it British. I don't know if it's like British enough, but yeah, I'm going to figure it out. But anyway, that's what we are building. But while it can look like old and like it's been there for many years on the exterior, on the interior is very much modern contemporary, because that's my jam, that's what I like, that's the style I've decided to go for. And this house was a struggle from the moment I started building it, because, well, first of all, I did the whole landscaping like before I moved on to the interior, which is weird because usually I do the landscaping after I'm done with the interior, but this time I don't know, I just wanted to see my idea come to life before going to the interior. It took me 2 hours to do the landscaping. It was perfect. It took me so much because I've used the terrain manipulation tools. So I raised up the terrain so that this house was sort of on a hill. And then I've used some debug fences from Discovery University, so I had to free place them, like every single one of them, and I had to use the tool mod to lower some of them because they were floating due to my usage of the terrain manipulation tool. And then I saved my game and quit my game because it was late in the evening. And I'm talking about like a week ago by the time I logged back in, like some hours later, or anyway the day after, I don't remember precisely, and everything I had done landscaping wise was gone. And I have no idea of why that happened, because I'm 100% sure I saved multiple times actually, because given that my laptop is not the best laptop ever, I usually save each like 2 minutes just to be sure, because I'm always afraid my game is going to crash. But yeah, everything was gone. I was so upset that I didn't open my game for like 2 days after that, because the thought of having to redo the whole landscaping all over again was, I don't know, I just wanted to smash a rock in my head. But yeah, that's what happens sometimes. It's a game, we have to live with it. But this was the first thing that almost made me quit and give up on this build, but eventually I didn't, because I liked it, unfortunately, so I decided to go on. And then I moved on to the interior after I was partially done with the exterior, and I started with the kitchen because that's what I usually do. And I would hate everything, every layout I would do. It was just not working for me. I had to redo the kitchen like 10 or 11 times, and I'm not kidding. Obviously I'm not showing it in this video, I'm just showing you the final effort and the final kitchen I ended up with, the one I was completely satisfied with. Let me tell you, it took me forever, but literally forever, to come up with a design. Like, I spent a whole evening trying to do a kitchen and then bulldozing everything, because yeah, I was just not feeling it. I would simply hate it, and so yeah, I would bulldoze everything. But at the same time, I'm actually glad I did, because when I finally moved on to the final attempt, the one you're seeing on your screen, I was so happy with my kitchen design. And yeah, that was just so satisfying to finally be able to achieve a kitchen I actually liked. It was a struggle nonetheless, and I hope it's not going to happen anymore in the future, because this house took me forever. And when I was finally done with it, I was kind of satisfied and happy actually, and I was looking forward to move on and to build something else. And talking about building, probably you all know if you are keeping up with the Sims news, but on Tuesday the 1st of June we are getting a brand new game pack, which is very much focused on interior design. So it's very much my jam, and I cannot wait to have that game pack. I'm just like here planning what I can build and how I can use the items, because given that it's focused on interior design, practically we get a ton of items. And the most amazing thing for me is that all the items are inspired by Scandinavian architecture, or better I should say Scandinavian interior design. And as you well know, if you're not new here on the channel, you'll probably guess that Scandinavian style is my favorite, mostly interior wise. So I cannot wait, literally cannot wait to have the items in my game so that I can experiment with them. There are so many nice items. They are also modern and sleek. We are going to get 2 new kitchen sets. And given that I always struggle with kitchens, granted they are my favorite room to work on in a build, but I am kind of bored with the counters we have in game, so I would love to have some new ones. And finally we are going to get them on Tuesday, and I'm just like here excited. Probably you can tell from like how I'm rambling about it. I also would like to know your thoughts about it. Are you going to get the new pack? Did you check the trailer? Did you check this live stream they did? The Sims team did a live stream and they showcased the pack and what you can do. They showed some of the items and some of the swatches, and I'm just loving it. I cannot wait to have that game pack in my hands so that I can finally have those gorgeous items. I've seen so many pretty items and I cannot wait. Simply I cannot wait. I just want to be on Tuesday. Are we on Tuesday already? I need the new game pack, please. Please world, can you make the days pass quicker? I don't know. Let's talk a bit about this house, because I've been rambling about nothing for almost 10 minutes and I didn't say anything about this build. But this house is kind of big, even though from the exterior it can look a bit smaller than it actually is. It's on a 40 by 30 lot, I think, and I built it in Glimmerbrook because, I don't know, I just wanted to have a more foresty vibe for this build. And granted, we also have granite folds, which could fit actually, but I wanted a more mountainy, like more isolated, I guess, secluded. I don't know how I would define it, but yeah, Glimmerbrook just worked. And actually this particular lot, which is the only 40 by 30 if I'm not mistaken, in Glimmerbrook, has amazing lighting, so it's perfect for thumbnails, given that that's what I most often look for in a lot. So yeah, it was absolutely perfect and I love this lot. I'm going to build on this lot more in the future, but anyway, I am rambling once again. This house has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, I think. There should be 1 bathroom downstairs, which is actually the only bathroom I'm going to show you in this video, because otherwise it would have been so long, and the other 2 bathrooms are actually kind of boring, so they're just functional. They're very small, but they're functional anyway. 1 bedroom is for a couple of parents and the other 2 bedrooms are for either a teen or a kid, one of them, and the other one has 2 beds, 2 single beds, so it has room for 2 kids. And as always in this build, I've used gallery art, which is no CC, so if you download this house, all the gallery art you're seeing will be in your game, and if you want to grab the same gallery art I've used, you can see the name of the creators on your screen as I plop the gallery art from the gallery. Once again, I have to say a massive thank you to my very good friend Eva Rotki. She's a builder as well. If you don't know her, please definitely go check her out because her builds are amazing. And now my talented friend started also to make her own gallery art, and she asked me if I wanted some particular gallery art, and so I've sent her some reference pictures of the art I would like to see in game, and she created them for me, which is awesome. I feel so honored, and I've used some of this gallery art in this build. I showcased it. As always, you can see the art as I plop it out from the gallery, and it's not on the gallery yet because she made this gallery art for me. But of course, if you're going to download this house, you can see it in your game. I have no words to thank her because the gallery art she made is so pretty. I just wanted some minimal, like, those paintings that are made with just lines, if that makes sense. They are very minimal, but they are so pretty and they can fit in every build in my opinion. So I really wanted some gallery art like that in game, and she made it, so I'm literally over the moon and I cannot thank her enough. So yeah, once again, a big thank you to Eva Rocchi. You will find the link to her channel in the description of this video, so if you want to go and check it out, you definitely can. I can assure you she's the most talented person ever. I absolutely love her builds and her ideas. She's so original and she always comes up with some amazing tricks, and she's just such an inspiration. But speaking of CC free things, I'm also using the tool mod in this build, and given that I often receive so many questions about it, Tool is a mod created by Twisted Maxi. You can find the link to download it in the description of this video, as of every single one of my videos actually. And Tool is, as I said, a mod that allows to rotate things and scale them up and down and elevate them or lower them in the ground. For example, I've used it heavily in this build when it came to the landscaping, because when you use terrain manipulation tools, it can often happen that greenery is just floating mid-air. I love using tool mod to lower them in the ground, but Tool can do so many more things. For example, I've also used it to rotate some other living glass floors in the bathroom to create a sort of walking shower. But yeah, there is just so many use of Tool. The nice thing about this mod is that if you download this build from the gallery, you don't need to have the Tool mod installed. All the things I've rotated or scaled or whatever I did with the Tool mod will stay as you see them, so you don't need the Tool mod to download this house. Even if you play on console, you don't need the mod, obviously, also because console players unfortunately cannot have mods in the game, which is a shame, but that's how it is, unfortunately. If you want to download this house, you don't need the tool mod, and this house is on the gallery. My ID is Giuliabuilds, and yeah, you can find me everywhere else actually as Giuliabuilds if you'd like to follow me everywhere else. You can also find the tray files for this build and for every other one of my builds in my Tumblr. There is the link in the description if you're interested, if for whatever reason you don't have access to the gallery. But another thing I wanted to mention before this video comes to an end is that at the end of this video you may notice that I'm using a reshade, because I've noticed that my game works better with reshade than without. Because when I use reshade, I have to turn off one of the options, which is edge smoothing, one of the in-game options obviously, and without that option my game works so much better. So I'm using this very soft reshade. I hope you don't mind it, I really like it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But we're actually at the end of this video and there is the tour. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. You would help me so much. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all next week with a brand new speed build, and we will be using the brand new game pack, so stay tuned for that, and bye! And nothing I would do, and one is up. We are actually now on to, and if you're liking this video, if